Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. We're excited to have you. Well, I'm really excited because today is mail call day once again. My goodness, I just can't even believe it. I can't even express just how humbled I am by the kindness that you dear friends out there in the YouTube world, in the tool world specifically, have expressed towards our channel. I'm just, like I said, I'm just at a loss for words. I'm humbled. So we got 3 different mail calls that came in, and before I start letting them pile all up, I wanted to make sure we give some shout outs to some of the different ones that sent over some stuff, and just kind of go from there. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It really means a lot that you guys think enough of me and enough of the channel that you would do that. All right, are you ready? All right, let's go ahead and jump on in and let's see what we have, and then we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. Okay, and we are back. And so we have 3 different mail calls that we're going to highlight in this video. So when we looked at our last mail call, you know, one thing I realized, I forgot to include everything that Brandon has sent over. There was one little package that was separate that he sent over, and I thought, man, I better include that because, well, he might get his feelings hurt. So Brandon, I'm so sorry about that. So let's look at the very first one. Brandon sent over this 1.5" Duralast 1/2" drive socket. And so, my goodness, look at that sucker. It's huge. And so for a 1/2", that's a pretty big bad boy there. So love that. Let's see here. He also sent over another big socket. Let's see if I can read this one here. Get some naming on here. Oh, turn it around. And so this is another Duracraft. And so that was Duralast. This is Duracraft Pro. And then the size on this one, did I pass it up? It's a millimeter, so 36 millimeter socket. So we got one SAE, one metric that's there. I also have another large one. All of these are 1/2", by the way. Yep, that's 1/2". So this is a 1/2" as well. And so this one, let's see here if we can see a size on it. I don't know why I can't see it. I'm getting old in my days. Maybe I already passed it. So that looks like the number Taiwan 2P. Did I miss it? Where am I at? All right, so we got an impact here, and I can't find it. Doggone it. What did I do? How come I can't see it? So anyways, I'll try to take a closer look at it and see where we're at, and then that way I can reference the size on here. Maybe it was laser engraved and it rubbed off. But anyways, I'll try to measure it out and then kind of see. So I'm trying to hold it up close to the camera. But anyways, we got another one there. Got a few more sockets that we have here. This one looks like another Duralast as well. Yeah, another Duralast 3/4" 1/2" drive. So we'll put that in that pile right there. Then we go through and look at some of these other ones that he sent over. And so a Husky, he knows I do a little bit of Husky. And then this one here, it looks like it is a Thorson, so that's a Thorson. And then this 3/8" drive, probably another Thorson, yep. So put that in that pile. The first one was 6-point, that one was 12-point. This is a 6-point as well. And so we'll put that in that pile. And let's see, grab another handful of them. So we got a Challenger, so Proto Challenger. Love that because, goodness, we'll add that to the Proto box. And so another Challenger as well. And so this one just says Challenger, period. So we'll add that one. That's a keeper as well. So because remember, we have several different ones that we have. This is 3/8" drive, Duralast, and it looks like this one is probably 11 millimeter, I would imagine. And so that might be one there. And then let's see here. So this one says Ohio Forge. And so as we look at this one, 7/32. So we have that one there. And then let's see here. As we're looking at this 1/4", and this is a Challenger. And so, my goodness, love that. Okay, so we got another one, another Challenger. We're going to fill some spots in our box here. Another Duralast. I keep bumping this camera. I'm so sorry. So this one here, Duralast, and so probably a 12. And so we'll put that right there. And then we got a couple more that we have here. And so let's look and see what this is. Flip it around. So another Thorson. And so 11/32. So we'll put that there. I think it goes here actually. And then our last one that we have here, and it's a snap-on. Check that out. Brandon, send us a snap-on. So 11/16. And so SW 22I, it looks like, or 221 actually is what that is, 221. And so, man, look at the beautiful condition of that thing. It's gorgeous, right? And so that's beautiful. So we love that. All right. And then Brandon also sent over a little gauge for us. And so this is for tapping. So it tells you the size of the tap, the threads per inch, size of the tap drill. So a quick little reference that we can use. Man, I should have dug this out when I tapped those nut drivers is what I should have done. So man, how cool is that? And then when I was looking at it, I'm going to go backwards because I already looked at it when I first got it here. But you can see it goes all the way up to 2 inches. And so, my goodness, how beautiful is that, right? And so, as we're looking there, and then it also has some other references on the back. And so, in regards to the different types of machine screws that we're looking at there. So, man, how beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't have that. And so I remember I got that Craftsman Machinist box there. I'm going to add this to that into one of those drawers. So my goodness, I love that. Love it. All right, let me clean this up and then let's go on to our next one. So Brandon, my goodness, my buddy, thank you so very much. I really, really appreciate you. All right, let me get this cleaned up and I'll be right back here. Okay, next up, we have a mail call from Chris, actually. And so how awesome is that, that Chris is sending us over some goodies here. And now Chris wrote a note with his, and it says, although your collection is stunningly ridiculous, your wife must be a saint. Yes, she is. I don't know how she puts up with me, but yes, she is. So he goes on, and by the way, Chris is a chef, by the way. And so Chris Chef said, I thought these could fulfill or help fill out some spots. I included some paste wax I made for you to try. Even though I am a chef, I just couldn't help but play with the recipe and wound up with quite a lot. Let me know what you think, Chris. Man, how awesome is that, that Chris sent us this note? Beautiful. All right, Chris, I'm excited. Let's dig into it. Let's see what we have. You notice I put some sockets over here. Man, I've been collecting a little bit of Esco, right? So 3/8 inch, man, deep well, 12 point. So I love that. So that's awesome. Chris, thank you, thank you, thank you. He knows I do some Craftsman stuff as well. So this is a G series, and this is 3/4 inch, 3/8 drive. So that's awesome. So I love that. And so this is another Craftsman. And so this is another G. And so this one here is 5/8. So we'll add that right to that line there. Let's see here. Oh, Sears, check that out. Man, Chris has been watching. And a metric at that, 17 millimeter. Woohoo! Check that out. Man, Sears, I love that. And so, man, Chris, thank you so very much. All right, so let's see here. VV. And so this is another metric, 10 millimeter. So add that to my pile. So I love that. And then Chris also sent over another Craftsman, and this is the EE series. I do have a little bit of that, just 1/4 inch drive. Man, that sucker's clean, little 6-pointer there. So we have that. So that's awesome. Let's see what else is in this box that I put all his stuff in. So we got a little hand drill. Man, I love that. And you know what's cool about this is that when you go, it's ratcheting. Man, how awesome is that? Man, I love that. So clean this up a little bit and put this bad boy into the collection. Wow, look at that, Chris. You are the man. Thank you so very much. That is just awesome. So I want to put that right there. He sent over some wrenches as well. And so let's see what else we got. Let's see what this is. Oh, Bonaloy. So it's an old Bonnie. And so double box in. Man, check that out. How often do you see that? A double square like that? So you just don't see that in 8-point. Man, that is awesome. Look at that. That is cool. Let's see if I'm looking at this right. Maybe I better turn it around. I had it the right way, doggone it. So it's a Bonnie, it says on this side, made in the USA, and it is 2857. And so, my goodness, wow, look at that. I can't wait to clean that up. You can see a size marker up here. It looks like it probably says 7/16 maybe, if I'm reading that right. Let's see what this one here says. Probably 1/2 inch, I would imagine. Yeah, 1/2 inch. Wow, Chris. Man, you didn't have to send me that. That is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, he sent over a few more wrenches. Let's see what else we have here. And so as we're looking at this, man, check that out. No blue point. Wow, look at that. That is beautiful. Little combination wrench. So 9/16. Man, I think, Chris, I think you probably cleaned this one up. It looks like, man, that is beautiful. So we come over here and look at this one. We got a 7/16 cap, 7/16 SAE, it says on here. And then it has 3/8 inch on this side. And let's see here, it's a Billings. And so, man, don't you love that logo with the diamond and the B on that? Wow, this is one I do not have in my collection either, Chris. Wow, look at you, man. All right, man, check this out. He also sent over a Sears wrench as well, 5/8 inch combination. And so this is Japan. And so, man, that'll add right up into that collection that I got going on. So, wow, look at the condition of that thing. The thing is beautiful. Man, Chris, I know you've been cleaning some tools because you've been sending me some pictures. So that is awesome. I got a few more wrenches in here. Let's see what this one is here. And so forged in USA, 15/16 double open end. And so I don't know what this one says over here. Let's see here. I can't quite read anything on that side. Did I miss it over here? So I don't know what size it is over here, but this one says 15/16 over here. Oh my goodness. And I don't know, unless I'm missing it, I don't know, made in USA. That might be the logo. I had to, or no, that's the A. I'll have to look this up and kind of see if I can kind of get a closer look at it and kind of look at that. But man, how cool is that? And then check this out, some Proto. Man, these are some, I believe they're hydraulic wrenches, if I'm not mistaken here. And so real thin wrenches. And so, my goodness, look at that. Beautiful. I do not have these in my collection. Now, if I'm getting this wrong, please correct me in the comments here, Chris, or any one of you fine people out there. So one in 11/16, one in 9/16, 1 3/4, and then 1 5/8. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Man, I love that. I do not have those in that Proto box. Wow. Now, Chris sent over a few other ones. Check this out. Chris, I don't think this one came like this. But you know what, Chris, I think when I've been visiting with him, we have a lot of things in common. And I think one of the things we have in common is sometimes people, they take their liberties and modify a wrench because they get in that need. Remember, we're building up a little drawer of wrenches that people have modified. And this is going to go right inside that drawer. I love that. Love it. And so remember, in our anniversary, we're going to reflect back on all those wrenches that people have modified that way. All right. Now, Chris also sent over some other sockets. These ones look like he probably put a little bit of WD-40 or a little bit of oil on them. But this is a single line V, Craftsman. And so, man, I love that. And so 1/2 inch drive. And so this one here is another Craftsman. And so let's see here. I don't know if you can see it. I got a lot to go through, so I don't want to get my hands too dirtied up. But probably a V, yeah, a V on this one. So that's one bag. So he sent over a couple sockets there. Oh, check this out. I didn't even realize. Double E. So he sent over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sockets in the double E series. So that's awesome. So let's see if he did the same thing. I think he did. Did the same thing on this one here. So G1, I think is what that says there. So he sent over a little bit of collection there. He knows I'm trying to fill some spots like crazy, so I love that. Man, check out this bag. Wow, Chris, you went crazy overboard. Man, I think you and Brandon are starting to compete with each other or something. So it's crazy. And so as we're going through and look at this, I don't see that we have a name on those, but let me look in here and see if I can grab one of these out. And so it looks like probably this is a G series. Yep, so G. So my goodness, we got a mixture of all kinds of different ones in there. So Chris, look at you go that route. And so I love that. And then let's see here. Let's see here. I'm going to go through and look at this as well. And so we got some more sockets in here. And so I love that. And so let's see here if I can read that. So this is Thorson. So I imagine all of these are probably Thorson to some degree or another. So Chris, man, you did good. Look at you. So this is a double V. And so we got 5 more in that series. So wow, look at that. Man, this guy loaded me up. And then let's see here. Let's see, he had a different note because he sent this in 2 different packages. He says, Jesse, I hope you enjoy these and add them to your collection. They still need some work, but that's half the fun. I've included a custom tool that I found. That's that one right here. And so I know that, I know you like those. So keep up the great channel, I think is what he says. So Chef Chris, man, love that. And then the last thing that he sent over, check this out. And so when we're looking at it here, wow, look at this. So it's this little box, it's green, and look at that on the inside. It's a Sears box. Now it's partially complete as we're looking at it here. And so when we're looking at that, man, look at that, Sears 3/4 inch. And then we have this Sears 13/16, and then he just got a combination of all kinds of stuff, but it's all Sears, it looks like. And so this is 12 point, 12 point, 12 point. So a lot of these are 12 points. And so, my goodness, Chris, you about sent me a whole set here. You probably did, actually. And so, man, I think this is, I'm going to add some of my stuff to this as far as like the extensions and such like that. Wow, Chris. Man, look at that, 1/2 inch. And so even got a little thumb wheel on it, a little finger wheel for the ratchet. Man, all of these are just gorgeous. Looks like they're all Sears. They are. Wow. You know, I seen a box like this at an estate sale, but they wanted way too much, and I passed on it. And I was just thinking, man, I kick myself for that sometimes. Look at that, 6-pointer. So I don't know how many 6 points we have here, but that's another one. So 12 point, and then 6 point, 6 point, 6 point, and then we have some other ones over there. Wow, Chris. Wow. Look at you go. Man, that is phenomenal. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate you for that. Wow. All right, let me get this cleaned up, and then I'll be right back with our last one, okay? All right, I'll be right back here. Okay, and we are back. Now notice we're not at the toolbox top. We're sitting here in front of you because we're going to wrap it up right here. Now, this last mail call that we got was from a gentleman named John from Tacoma, Washington. Now, John was watching our channel, and I got to tell you, that guy, he was paying attention. And, you know, some of these videos on the toolbox tours were getting kind of long, but apparently he really stuck it through. So I appreciate that, John. Thank you so very much. But, you know, one of the things that he did, he wrote me an email and he says, hey, Jesse, I was really enjoying your video, but I couldn't help but notice that in one of your drawers, you're missing one ratchet. And he says, I noticed you have the 1/2 inch and the 1/4 inch gold label ratchet, but you didn't have the 3/8 inch. And I said, yeah, you're right. I've been hunting that bad boy down for a long time, but it just seems to elude me. It just keeps getting away from me. I can't find it. And he says, well, guess what? I happen to have an extra one, and it's in mint condition, and it's already been serviced, and I want to donate it to you. What? Who does that? And so, man, I'm just humbled. And so this is what he sent over. Can you believe that? And so you may remember that video when we did the Craftsman box. And so it has a gold label on it. And so, my goodness, look at that. Beautiful. And the rest of it, I mean, it is literally an awesome, awesome condition here. But my goodness, it has this, the little knob wheel on the top. That's how you turn it from on and off. Oh my goodness, I love that. And so this is the missing piece that I had. So I have the 1/2 inch, I have the 1/4 inch. He was 100% right. John was paying attention. And my goodness, he sent me out of his own collection. Now he said he's got quite a collection going on. I don't know what that looks like, but he probably was showing me mercy by not sending me a picture because, well, you know, I'd probably start drooling or something like that. Because you know me in the ratchet scenario. And so, but my goodness, I can't even, I just don't even have words. Between Brandon, Chef Chris, and John from Tacoma, Washington, wow. Look at you guys go. Every time I turn around, it seems like I'm getting something in the mail from you guys or somebody's dropping something off. It just, yeah. You know what I'm trying to say. It's humbling. And I've said it before that there's nothing like the tool community. When I started on this journey 4 months ago, by the way, 4 months ago, can you believe we've already grown that fast? In fact, before I came out here, we were closing in on 1,200 pretty quick, pretty fast. I don't even know what to say about that. Thank you. Thank you to each and every one of you for doing your part. Whether you donated a tool, whether you commented, whether you just said, good morning, Jesse, good afternoon, Jesse, good evening, Jesse, whether you subscribed or liked or shared or whatever you did, thank you. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I just don't even have words. I never would have thought 4 months ago that when I started here that I would be right here doing this kind of video. It just blows me away. Tool community, 100%, bar none. Absolutely the best tool community or the best community on YouTube out there. So thank you guys. And it's really up to you. It's really due to you, kind friends out there. So thank you very much for that. And so again, one last look at this gold label. Man, look at that. I just like to move it back and forth so I can see the reflection. All right, and so my TV just turned off, but that's all right. You know how we are around here. We keep it real. So, but the last thing I wanted to show you real quick, I forgot to, on Chef Chris's part, this is, remember he said he created this homemade paste wax, and so he did. He's a chef, and he actually did it. And so I just wanted to kind of show you what he sent over here. And so, man, actually it smells really, really good. He even gave me the ingredients that are on here. And so, wow, I can't wait to use it. And so I'll be putting that to good use as well. So thank you again, Chef Chris. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you, John from Tacoma, Washington. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you. I'm really humbled by everybody's fine kindness towards me. All right, if this is your first time here, please hit subscribe. You're missing out on all kinds of fun if you don't. So please do that. Hit that like button, because you know what it does is that it doesn't just tell YouTube that we're doing good, but it tells YouTube that you're awesome. It tells YouTube, look at what you guys are doing with the channel. You guys are the one that's creating this content, and I really appreciate that. And until next time, I'll leave it at that. We'll see you on the next video. One more thing, right before we go, I just wanted to make sure that we brought the gold label home to the rest of the family. So if we open up our drawer, we can see that we have our 1/4 inch here, and then we can see that we have our 1/2 inch, and then look at this, the missing 3/8 as we see it right there. Wow, look at that. And beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you again, John.